We're here today with all of us from the Assembly of God. I have with me Pastor Keith, Pastor Wayne Hoyt, and Pastor Joyce Hoyt. And I'm Peter Van Zoost, and today we're looking at conflict in the different areas of our lives, how it relates and how we resolve it with people within our congregation, within our family, and within our society. And we're going to have the first question today. Pastor Hoyt, I'm going to put this one over to you right off the bat. And what are some of the best practices that people can follow to help resolve conflict that they have with somebody in the church?
Well, one thing we do know is that conflicts will come. There's no guessing about that. We will have conflicts. When conflicts arise, what we think is the best thing to do is that persons should go to each other, recognize that there's a conflict, deal with the conflict as quickly as possible, deal with it face to face, meaning not by Facebook. There was a time when face-to-face communication was the basic communication, but now we have so many different areas that face-to-face communication becomes very important. Do the one-on-one. Do not go and talk to someone else about it. Talk to the one-on-one unless you want to talk about it. And then, if you cannot handle it, then you can bring another person with you or bring it to the church if that is not what you want.
Okay, great. Pastor Keith, the same type of question, and let's look at it when there's a conflict and there's two people who are very upset about an issue. What are the practices that they can use, or what sort of things do those individuals need to keep in mind to help bring a good resolution to that conflict?
Those two persons need to realize that we are brethren, we are brothers in Christ. And once they realize that we are brothers in Christ, and they realize that, listen, this conflict will happen, but then the best way is how we resolve it and the way we go from there. And if you realize that we are in the kingdom together, we are brethren, we need to operate in love and unity, then we will proceed to the will God.
Okay. And Sister Joyce, let me ask you this. If somebody is really upset, really mad, and fire hot over an issue, what do you think they can do in those moments to help bring a resolution, or should they wait and resolve it another day?
I would say that based on what the scripture tells us about what the effect of anger has on us, and if we respond in anger, we may not really deal with the situation as rationally as we possibly can if we take some time to maybe calm ourselves, get our thoughts together, so that way we can have a better choice of words. If we speak in anger, that may just create greater tension in the situation. So it's always best if that person should probably, I don't recommend postponing it for the next day. I would recommend taking a break to actually take some time to think about what you're going to say first. Calm your nerves, and so that you're sure that when you speak, you're speaking so that the words that you're going to give or offer at that time are going to be pleasing to God, and so that the situation can be resolved more effectively.
Okay. Just picking up on that of not waiting until the next day. What if the argument happens at 9 o'clock at night with somebody, maybe it's a Sunday night service, and you're really upset about something, and the other person's so mad and they just leave. It can't be resolved that day. Should we then take the initiative the next day and try and resolve it then? Do we wait a week? How long should we wait? What steps does a person need to do that they know somebody's upset with them, they know they're on the other side of the fence on this issue? What are the practical things that they can do on an argument that's already happened, it's already late in the day, somebody's walked away and said, I'm done talking about this today. How do they resolve it the next day? What are some practical steps they need to take? Pastor, you mentioned about keep it just the two of you, go to them and talk to them directly. What else could we do? What other characteristics or mindsets does a person have in mind to say, what are the steps I need to help resolve this? Go ahead.
What we probably can do in case like that, it's always good to do a self-evaluation and see how did I contribute towards the escalation, whatever it was. How did I contribute? Because one hand cannot clap. takes two to tango. And so it means then that the person, one or two of the persons going to have to make the move, right? I'm thinking the more mature person or the person who knows that they hurt it more should probably make the move. But you know that it has happened, make an evaluation. You can look in yourself and see, you know what, I could have contributed somewhat to what transpired, to what happened. Because of that, let me now call and not accuse the person, but let me now call and say, you know what, having looked at what happened, I want to apologize and ask you forgiveness.
Great, thank you. Would you like to add something else?
Well, yes, I would say that if it happened that late at night and one of the parties, just refused to settle the matter then, it is still left on the individual. Each of us are responsible to resolve the conflict. The challenge comes when we delay resolving the conflict and waiting on another individual or seemingly placing greater blame or responsibility on the other person. Just like what Pastor Keith said, we are brethren. We are each called to maintain peace and to live peaceably with each other. And so we should each take the initiative. So that person, by the first time they're in constant, the first time that they would maybe wake or have the opportunity, it's all about opportunity, because we never know whether we will see that other person or again, or we don't know. So once we have opportunity, the next waking moment, the next day, we should work speedily to get that matter resolved. Making a phone contact. I don't agree with like WhatsApp and text messages and all of that. I believe in that personal one-on-one contact. That should be the first step to be taken.
Tell us a little bit more. What's wrong with WhatsApp or an email to resolve a conflict? What's the challenge there?
When we are talking with persons, verbal communication helps us also to check mannerisms, a person's disposition, their countenance when we speak. WhatsApp, we are not certain the person reads the message. We can't guarantee that the person really understands fully what we are saying. It's limited access to really expressing what you're feeling. It doesn't offer sufficient, leverage or, to be able to really communicate effectively. And that's what you really want when you're trying to resolve a conflict. You really want to be able to communicate one-on-one with that person.
That's right.
I was going to say the thing with WhatsApp too, because we want to do it on one-on-one. WhatsApp may not be in there because the message may go to somebody else, or somebody may pick the phone up, and WhatsApp, who knows who else can see the message. So I'm thinking with the one-on-one, you want to be careful with the WhatsApp message.
I think a lot too, the communications, like the body language, it says more than just their words. I can write an email and you can't see the emotion in that. I can be either way. I can be really happy about what I'm saying, or I can be really upset, but you can't see that.
Right.
And it's really hard to communicate that part of how you feel about an issue in an email. Great, thanks for sharing.